Gives me great honor to next introduce our student speaker tonight, who's earned this distinction by having the highest GPA amongst his class of this class of 2022. Rishi Patel. Rishi, could you please join me on the stage? As stated, Rishi's GPA of 4.75 is the highest amongst the... Yeah, just take that in. Why did I go through that so fast? As stated, Rishi's GPA of 4.75 is the highest amongst the class of 2022. He is accompanied by his parents, Hamang and Rubal Patel, and he selected Mr. Wishway as a scholar teacher from physics. He said Mr. Wishway to me in sitting down made physics more about life than just physics. For those of you that aren't aware of the GPA game these students play, you have no idea. I see Rishi and his lunch buddies quite a bit, and Rishi actually has lunch with the number 2 person in class, Jaisnav, Rajesh. And Jaisnav got close, but he thought he was going to close the gap with the honors physics class, and Mr. C's honors physics class. That was Rishi's first B, but he just couldn't close the door. Maybe it was that orchestra class from freshman year, I don't know. But Rishi ended up, he finished, and he got this distinction tonight. So Rishi's involved in Model UN. He is the president of Model UN. He's also the state president and local president of BPA. He plays water polo for us this spring. He's been doing that for 4 years. And he's active with Science Olympiad. And sitting down with him, he shared with me something I didn't know in my 10 years here, that freshman year, you get selected kind of for your category in Science Olympiad. And depending on what it gets your freshman year, sometimes you just have to run it your next 4 years. So Rishi, the upperclassmen were nice enough to give Rishi the division of ornithology, which is the study of birds and sounds birds make. So he's been trying to link birds with specific sounds the last 4 years. But if this doesn't work for you in a career, I think his pursuits of Harvard or the University of Pennsylvania with a dual major of economics and pre-med will take you other places. So everyone, our highest IQ scholar, Rishi Patel.
Congratulations, class of 2022 IP Scholars. Each and every one of you has achieved academic greatness here at the WV, enlightening your minds and setting up a path for future success. Before I continue, I'd like to thank some of the people that have made today's event possible. First, I'd like to thank the Wabansi administration and educators for your dedication in helping grow the students of the future, not only as academic individuals, but also as people. I would also like to thank all the parents/guardians here tonight for your unconditional support at home. A student is only as good as the foundation you have set. Finally, I'd like to thank and congratulate each of our IP scholars. It is your academic excellence, desire to help others, and goals to change the world that have been instrumental in making Wabansi amazing for the past 4 years, whether in person or virtually. Tonight is to celebrate all of you and your continuous demonstrations of excellence in and outside the classroom. But what exactly is excellence? Is it truly that letter grade on that assignment? Or is it actually learning something that pertains to your passions or interests? Well, in reality, excellence is anything you want it to be. It is evident that academic rigor and success are excellence that apply to all of us here tonight, but each of you have talents beyond the scope of a simple textbook. It is this excellence that will eventually drive our unique and distinct journeys in life. Understanding this concept was difficult at first for me. Our lives have been set in stone to a certain degree. The bell rings at 7:25 a.m. and once again at 2:25 p.m. But it took one realization during the summer of my junior year that transformed my mindset on education and what it truly means to explore. Hundreds of daily commuters wait under the glowing summer sun to begin their day. Routine, perfected by years of practice, is what I witnessed as everyone filed in and took their seats. The train commences in a sharp jolt that I could feel in my bones and begins its journey to the windy city where it would rest and launch into its continuous inbound, outbound cycle. The train does its job well, with no hiccups or changes. It moves people on a path that is defined and rigid. But humans are not meant to follow routine. We are all dynamic souls that need change. A path that is curved and crooked, like the path through the unknown, is the path I desire to travel. A path in which its tracks are continuously being laid down to reach new heights and discoveries. Over my 4 years at Wabanzi Valley, by forging my own path, I've met amazing people and role models along the way. Teachers that have valued student growth and empowerment. Teachers that check in to make sure each student is doing okay. A conversation that extended beyond the walls of a typical classroom. Whether it was the debates on international relations of rival countries, the discussions on the economy, of new technology, or even modern art. Our passions forged in the classroom were stimulated by our teachers, but also through the students themselves. Taking initiative of their own learning, students driven to achieve excellence in anything they put their mind to was what I witnessed here daily at the WV. Students that many I call my friends have carried me and pushed me to do better. The business professionals, the international delegates, the scientists, the polo boys, the OGs, or the ones since elementary school that I've taken classes with since kindergarten have shaped me. We should recognize our excellence as human beings was facilitated by our friends, families, teachers, coaches, and administration around with us who shared with us their passions, their dreams, their curiosities, and their hopes. Over our entire academic careers, you all have spent countless hours hunched over a computer, grinding away at that paper or book. Y'all all persevered through the struggle by dedicating your time, effort, and energy, oftentimes against our mental wishes. But think of all the authentic moments shared with your teachers where learning was not defined. Whether it was going deeper into scientific theory, a book, or what our future holds. It is these spontaneous conversations that have taught me more than any textbook could ever. It is this shared perspective we have all experienced. In this short speech, I speed out the essence of what I've learned over the past 4 years. Not the purely academic side of my core classes, but the side of what it truly means to be human. The human condition is driven by the constant cycle of inquiry. So I urge you all to continue to explore your own path and lay your own tracks. Be proud of all the things you've done thus far in your life and recognize your presence in this world has likely impacted others. As I conclude this speech today, I'd like to leave you all with this. Humanity deserves more than steel and grinding wheels. As the youngest in my family, many have forged a path for me to follow. However, I'm overcome with anticipation and joy to lay down my own tracks to reach my ultimate destination. The stops along the way each of you will make will serve as a platform to build upon your knowledge and garner the skills necessary to be the change agents that humanity deserves. IP scholars, we're all in a unique position in our young adult lives. The path for us has yet to materialize. So I urge you all to be the conductor of your journey and reflect on the stops that you have made and the ones yet to come. Continue to amaze and excel. Thank you and congratulations once again.
Well done, Rishi. Thank you very much. In early October each year, we begin the process